Baker's good. Baker's good, but there are levels to this, right?
It became very obvious. That's why I love going to games. That's why you guys got to go to games and watch the games. Because when you there at them games, I know we can't go to all of them, but when you at them games, you see little things and you go, well, no, I ain't giving that dude $300 million. Ain't nowhere in the world. Just watching the difference between Justin Herbert and Baker Mayfield, it was night and day. Night and damn day.
But, Key, is that all on? To me, it doesn't feel like it's all on Baker Mayfield. I mean, it's also on a huge part of this is on the Browns defense, giving up so many points in the fourth of this game, right? So, and plus there were some questionable PI calls, like, you know, the PI at the end of the game on AJ Green, like felt like that was a terrible call. Then the PI that there was no PI call in the end zone on that Hail Mary where two guys kind of fell, but they were tussled to the ground. So I don't put all of it on Baker. Do you?
Yeah, no, it's not. The loss is not all on Baker. What I'm talking about is much like Coach Staley said right there. When you have a quarterback like Justin Herbert, it just allows you to do so much more. You can't, you put it in a position like that, and that guy puts the ball in his hands, and he drives him down the field. Not only does he drive him down the field, he decides he's going to take it in for a touchdown and run it with ease. Like, you had to be there, Jay, to see what I'm talking about. Baker Mayfield missed so many opportunities that was right in front of him, and you can't see it on television because the TV cameras are not panning to what you see. So I'm looking at it from a high view. I'm looking at it from up top, down. I can see everything that's going on, all 22 players. I can see it before it even takes place. Who should be getting the football? That last possession, Odell Beckham Jr. might have been open 55 times, okay? He didn't attempt to throw him the football. So it was kind of like, okay, Baker, I get it. But you got to get him the ball. Like, what are you doing? He tried to throw a Hail Mary for no reason at all. Like, what are you doing?
Well, I remember last year, I thought Baker turned a corner in a loss where they lost to the Ravens, but he led them down the field. They needed a score. He led them down the field, threw a touchdown. I was like, look at this. Now, even though Lamar Jackson came out, I remember Lamar was having cramps or whatever, and then he comes out and he leads them down into field goal position. And the Browns wind up losing, but I thought, look at that. Baker went toe-to-toe. And, they lost in the end, but that was a performance. Odell and him have never been on the same page, Key. They lack chemistry. Like, you see Jamar Chase and Joe Burrow, you go, these dudes, they read each other's minds. They link up. Odell and Baker lack chemistry.
They do. They lack, there's no question that they lack chemistry, but Baker Mayfield just does not sing it clean. I know he threw for over 300 yards. He was 22 or 32 for 2 tugs, but he's not seeing it clean. And you need to see it clean. Justin Herbert is seeing it clean. And he just didn't. And that ultimately, in the end, it cost them the game. Now, everybody can point to the defense. Everybody can say, well, they did this, they did that. That's true. They gave up the goods. But much like Coach said, though, when you have a quarterback, you're in it regardless.
I mean, Justin Herbert also, this is why I say one of the reasons the Jets, for example, reset to me is because you think to yourself, we have a decision to make on a quarterback. Do we pay him? And these new quarterbacks, if they get paid, they want to get paid near the top of the market. And my point is always, there are a few Justin Herberts that deserve that top of the market money. And the other guys fit their teams well, but they're not going to be able to they're going to come down to games where you're facing Justin Herbert, Patrick Mahomes, Aaron Rodgers, those kind of guys. Do you have a guy who can put you over the top? I don't look at Baker that way. He's a good quarterback, not a great one.
I'm taking Justin Herbert 10 out of 10 times. Key, that there's one play in particular in the third quarter. It was like 4th and 7 or something. I think it was on the Browns' 22-yard line where they decided to go for it, Key. Like, Brandon Staley was like, oh, we're going for it. And they actually got it. They got a first down to Keenan Allen, and you're like, damn. Like,
yeah, I was calling them stupid in the stands for going for
it. but it goes to show you to believe, like, you would never, like, you're punting out with Baker. You're not even thinking about that.
I'm punting it with anybody, though, for the most part.
Yeah, I feel you. But that's the belief that they have in Justin Herbert, that kind of mentality. That's what makes him special.
Yeah, as I just said, it's a come-from-behind win. It's not like they were winning the whole way and they had to do stuff to overcome. I was mad because I had a few extra bucks in daily fantasy, and I I was like, you know what? I'll upgrade to the Browns defense. Well, that was a mistake.
Not good.
That was a mistake. They became the first team in NFL history, by the way, the Browns did, to lose while having the following: 40 points and no turnovers. And they still lost. That includes the playoffs. Including the playoffs, teams were 463-0 with 40 points and no turnovers. 463-0.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN Plus.